Good afternoon, first graders. Today we're going to kind of talk about the things that we learned in our last lesson about cooking a turkey. Can any of you guys raise your hand and tell me one of the things that you use to cook turkeys on Thanksgiving Day? Allison?
Oil.
Oil. Reed, do you have an idea?
Stuffing.
Stuffing, that's a good idea. Here are some of the things we discussed in our last lesson. We talked about using oil to cook our turkey, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and you want to make sure you have a bowl too so you can mix all these spices together. So we also read a book called A Plump and Perky Turkey, which we're going to read again today to learn some more about our vocabulary and also reassess the way that we want to prepare our turkeys for Thanksgiving Day. So for now, we're going to watch a video of somebody preparing their turkey. You can start. From the video, can you guys tell me some of the items you saw used to make her turkey?
Paprika.
Paprika.
Thyme.
Oil.
Oil, that's a great couple of examples that we can use. So now we're going to decide on one of the vocabulary words that we used when we were reading last time. We had plump, perky, sequence. What's one you think can help in preparing for a turkey?
Plump.
Plump, that's a really good choice because we need to have a plump turkey to make Thanksgiving dinner. So let's go ahead and go over those vocabulary words that we used last time again. Okay, so we have sequence. Allison, can you read the definition of sequence?
Arranged in a particular order.
Great job. We have spud. Reed, can you read this one?
A potato.
Good. We have plump, which is the one we decided on, which is having a full and rounded shape. We have homemade. Allison?
Made at home rather than in a store or a factory.
Perfect. And the last one.
Gobble. Eat something hurriedly or noisily.
Great job. Now students, let's take out a device and we can do a Kahoot over these items. You did a really good job on that Kahoot. It looks like both of you got all 5 of those right, so I'm glad we have those vocabulary words down. Now turn to your partner and discuss a tradition that you partake in as a family on Thanksgiving Day.
My family always likes to eat dinner and watch football the entire day.
My family too.
Really?
Yeah, we all sit around the table and eat a big turkey. Sometimes ham.
Sometimes.
Wow. Sometimes my family likes to eat a big lunch, take a nap, and then eat leftovers again in the evening. So it's really cool that we have such cool traditions that we can share, and I'm sure they're shared widely across the United States. So now we're going to reread The Plump and Perky Turkey. Stand by. In Squaw Valley were downhearted and depressed. Thanksgiving was approaching, but without its special guest. They couldn't find a turkey for the feast they planned to eat. It looked like they'd be making do with bowls of shredded wheat. A plump and perky turkey. That's what we'll need, they all agreed. But finding turkeys nowadays is very hard indeed. The birds have gotten smarter, and they all seem quite aware that it's best to disappear when autumn leaves are in the air. A plump and perky turkey, stomachs rumbled through their thoughts. But how to trick a turkey into jumping into the pot? The Ebenezer's Beezers had a thought pop in his head. If we can't find a turkey, let's have one find us instead. We could hold an arts and craft fair, he declared with wink and grin. A fair with one grand turkey prize that is all of us could win. And since our goal is turkey, that's the theme we'll take to heart. We'll fill our fair with folks and fun and tons of turkey art. We'll make turkeys out of spuds and out of clay and rope. We'll make turkeys out of oatmeal and prepare out of soap. So can you point out any of the ingredients they use to make their turkeys on the page?
Spuds.
A spud, which is one of our vocabulary words. Good job, Reed. We also see them using clay and oatmeal. We'll hang a bunch of posters in the forest way down low to invite some turkey candidates to model for our show. Why, even turkeys understand, as everybody knows, you can't make turkey art without a turkey there to pose. The people in Squaw Valley held a poster jamboree. They plastered their creations onto every single tree. Now it happened in Squaw Valley lived a turkey known as Pete. He was cocky, he was clever, and he really liked to eat. While he strutted through the forest, plump and perky through the pines, he was startled and intrigued by all those interesting signs. With a proud and jaunty gobble, he gave out a hearty cry. A plump and perky turkey? Well, I'm sure I qualify. So is there an ingredient we can use on this page for creating our Thanksgiving dinner?
A turkey.
A turkey, but not only a turkey, but a plump turkey. Right. Pete applied for the position, and he strutted plump and proud. He could hardly wait to model for the large and eager crowd. "You're hired," said Beezer, for the folks had all agreed that Pete the Perky Turkey was the answer to their need. 'Twas the week before Thanksgiving when Pete was posed to be this part. The artsy, craftsy town folks started making turkey art. They made turkeys out of spuds and out of clay and out of rope. They made turkeys out of oatmeal, out of paper, and out of soap. Thanksgiving Day, the artwork was done. They asked the model down to judge their homemade turkeys and to pick the best one in town. "Now, when the judging's over," Beezer whispered with a smile, "we'll tuck that model turkey into the oven for a while." So can you make an assumption as to what it means by putting the turkey in somewhere?
To cook it?
Yeah, they're cooking the turkey. So they're using one of the models, which they say is out of the things they've made, but it's actually out of the turkey that is a part of the modeling show. Pete judged each piece of artwork as the hungry crowd all cheered. He stopped to take a closer look, and then he disappeared. Do you guys have any idea why he would have wanted to disappear?
He didn't want to go in the oven.
He didn't want to go in the oven. There were turkeys made of spuds, there were turkeys made of rope, there were turkeys made of paper, and there were turkeys made of soap. The room was full of turkeys in a wall-to-wall collage. For a clever bird like Pete, it was perfect camouflage. "He's over there," old Beezer said. He's here," said Jacob Green. They searched amongst the turkeys, but their bird had fled the scene. A note in turkey scrawl they found, half hidden on the lawn. "Goodbye, I took my modeling fee." The oatmeal bird was gone. The people of Squaw Valley were left feeling rather blue. The only turkeys left in town appeared to be hard to chew. "Oh well," said Beezer brightly as they gathered round to eat. "Right now at least I'm thankful that we still have shredded wheat." That day, folks learned a lesson that stuck firm with them forever. A plump and perky turkey can be pretty doggone clever. So what are the turkeys doing on Thanksgiving Day?
Having a party.
Yeah, they all escaped and they're not being eaten. Okay, so since we read, you've illustrated some things. I'm going to let you guys lead the discussion over what you think happened in the story and kind of talk about what you think the people of Squaw Valley did. So Allison, would you like to start?
Sure. So, they needed a turkey, so they put some posters up, and then a turkey came, and turkey didn't want to get cooked, so he ran away and found his friends, and they didn't get eaten.
Allison, that was a really good explanation. So let's talk a little bit further about what your family does. Is there any special things that your family do on Thanksgiving? So like in the morning, my dad likes to take the turkey out of the freezer and like thaw it. So that's like the first step to preparing the turkey. What are some other steps you guys can think of?
Well, sometimes there's pineapple with the turkey.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Do you guys season your turkeys at all?
Maybe.
Yeah. Some people fry their turkeys and some people bake them. So there's lots of different steps that we can do. So now that we've had this discussion, I'll let you guys write down your thoughts on what you think about how you're going to prepare your turkeys. And just to, yes, just to close, we just want to reiterate some of the vocabulary words. So we used plump a lot today. We also read a book about a plump and perky turkey and saw what the people of Squaw Valley did. And then to close, we did a grand conversation where we talked about what our families do.